What's up guys, XVoodoo here, and I'm bringing you a Modern Warfare 3 gameplay, and this was my very first game that I ever played on this. It's been a while since I posted any videos, and I've actually been without a computer for a short while. I've had my computer, I had to fix it because I had a roommate who I'm living with. He's not computer savvy. I have a couple of roommates, but one of them is not computer savvy. He's the one who owns the house. And he kept turning my computer off hard, and it eventually corrupted the data on my computer, and I had to go repurchase a copy of Windows 7 so that I could fix everything. I had to reinstall everything. Everything I had on my computer was gone, pretty much, except for a couple things I was able to save, but other than that, the G36C, I'm very surprised they made a noob class with it, with a noob tube, but at the same time I'm not, because the noob tube in this game isn't as bad as it was in the other Call of Duties, and I'm very pleased with that. So congratulations Infinity Ward on at least improving on something. As for this, it's Call of Duty. It's the same thing you've ever seen before, but I apologize for all the camping I do. This is my first game. I didn't know the maps at all. Me or my buddy Limitator, as you saw towards the beginning of the game. It's his first game as well. We both got the game at the same time. Both started playing at the same time. We're like, hey man, let's get some games in together. Our very first game online. Let's do it together. And we were finding some decent positions to at least bunker down in and hold off. And so my very first game, Modern Warfare 3, I went 11-5. It's like a 2.20 kill death ratio, I think. Yeah. And my kill death ratio is not going to be 2.20, I'll tell you that right now, because for the longest time I made a pledge, and it was to go use the right shield in Modern Warfare 3 and make a bunch of right shield videos, and I do have some right shield videos, but for the most part I kind of half left that idea behind. I still use the right shield quite a bit, but there's just so much wrong with it. There's a lot of things I think they need to fix. Like, half the time you melee somebody with it, you don't even get a hit register, and I don't understand why. You just don't. You can just right in somebody's face and nothing. And another thing I've experienced the most is that people are able to shoot straight through the middle of my right shield, and I understand people shooting at your feet. I used it a lot in Modern Warfare 2, and it was a blast. But people shooting at your feet, yeah, that's reasonable. People shooting at your butt that sticks out just barely, reasonable. But I'll be looking straight at somebody not moving, and they'll aim right at the middle of my right shield, pop a few shots off, and yeah, they just my roommates are being really loud and thumping around, and it's actually getting kind of irritating because I'm trying to make a commentary, and I've had to redo this like 4 or 5 times from them yelling so much. It's like, oh, will you shut up? Anyways, yeah, I picked up this guy's ACR, silenced ACR, and I was doing work with it, man. It's like, look at me, putting down optic swagger. That's right, there was an optic guy in this game that I put the smackdown on him. I've watched some of the Optic Nation videos, and it's like, they're not bad, but I'm not very impressed by them. I don't know what the big hype is, but yeah, no, I put the smackdown on this guy. If I was him, I would be embarrassed. You're like, oh, rank 1 just totally annihilated me. I don't know what to do with myself. But no, as you noticed, I know throughout the video, there's quite a bit of frame rate lag, which I apologize for again. After just reinstalling my computer, reinstalling everything, I got Sony Vegas 11, and since I only have a Dazzle right now, I have to use Pinnacle to record. But so I got Pinnacle Studio 14, and Pinnacle Studio 12 blue screen my computer all the time every time I went to shut it down, but Pinnacle 14 just, oh man, I get frame drops like ridiculously crazy. I had to try and record this video like 10, 11 times, and it's just like dropping frames in the hundreds, and I finally got at least a decent, instead of the normal like 800, 900, over 1,000, I was finally able to get it to 300, around 200, 300, but for the most part it just doesn't do it for me. I'm hoping that eventually I can get a HD PVR here soon. It's like $200, so it might be a short while, but hopefully I can get one of those and everything will go smoothly from now on. But my biggest problem with the right shield is, well, I wouldn't really say biggest, but it's a little bit of a complaint I have, is that the animation for the first person view compared to your character in third person for the right shield being in front of you after, say, throwing a throwing knife or something is just, it's terrible, because you could throw the throwing knife and on your screen your guy will pull the right shield back in front of him. But in your third person animation, like when somebody's actually looking at you, you still have a second or two until that shield comes down in front of you to protect you, and it can really throw you off when you think you're protected and you're not. But for the most part, I will be putting up right shield gameplays, and yeah. So anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed the game. Hopefully I can get any kind of frame rate lag fixed to get some maybe a little bit better quality. But for the most part, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good one.